Good morning, CHS. Everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's a busy day today. It looks like CCC has some exit sales after school, and a reminder for seniors, your diploma form was due. Well, it looks like that was due 3 months ago. We're still missing a lot of those. And our last announcement in global news, I'm getting word from a credible news source. It looks like there is a meteor set to collide with Earth in about 20 minutes. Yes. So all right, CHS, have a great day. One more thing, today is Deer Day.
Mondays, am I right? At least this will be the last one.
How many think we've had?
At least 6, maybe 7.
No, since freshman year.
Let's see, freshman year, I'm drawing a big thing.
Well, I really don't remember freshman year at all.
It's a blur.
Freshman year was just like a big sloppy mess.
I remember the first day, and I remember I had a red backpack, and that's it.
Freshman year, I ate peanut butter and jelly for lunch every day.
I just remember being super emo. I mean, I'm still emo, but I was incredibly emo back then. Like, that was my peak emo.
I didn't want to take the Spanish 2 placement exam because I wanted to start at Spanish 1 because I knew I was going to fail Spanish 2. I wanted to start from the beginning. So I sat in the lobby and waited. And this kid comes out and he looks me in the eyes and he says, I took the Spanish 2 exam, but I didn't take Spanish in middle school. And it was this guy right here. He took French in middle school, and then he went and he took the Spanish 2 placement exam, and that was how I met him.
The very first person I remember meeting was in Spanish, was Kat, because I was late on the first day because of my bus, and I had come in.
Spanish class was revolutionary.
Yeah, I came in, and like everyone was obviously staring at me because I was like a freshman or whatever, but like the worst of the stares was from this girl, Kat, and she's just like, and I was like, oh no. Like, I couldn't tell if she was a freshman or a sophomore because I knew I was going to be with some sophomores in my Spanish class. So I was just like, all right, so everyone hates me already, and there's this, like, really scary mean girl, and this is, like, who I'm going to have to, like, fight with. So at the end of, like, the period, we were all just, like, chilling around, and she's just like, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from Brielle. And she's like, I'm from Monmouth Beach. And I remember, like, I was like, I need to be friends with this girl because I'm so afraid of her. And so I was like, oh, I, like, really like your shoes. And she's like, wow, thanks. And then I think we had, like, we walked out of the class together, and I was just like, like, I was so afraid of Kat Corelli.
I don't remember that at all.
Okay, yeah. I vividly remember it because I was terrified, but it's okay.
But now we're friends.
First day of school. All right, so I'm on the lunch line. Connor walks up behind me and he goes, hey, so how do you like it here? And I was like, you know, it's pretty good. You know, it's my first day. I haven't had much experience with it yet. And he just gets this like really panicked look on his face and he goes, what do you mean it's your first day? I was like, I'm a freshman. It's my first day here. And he goes, oh my God. You look so old, I thought you were a junior.
I think I sat next to Brian Brown. I came to school late, first period, and I sat next to Brian Brown, and I said, hey, Brian, and he didn't say anything. And I went home and cried and told my parents I wanted to drop out.
First day of freshman year, Matt Moore was making fun of my shoes, and Shane just goes, I like your shoes, which I found out was a lie later on, but that's how we became friends.
Clay and I probably knew each other for a month, and then I proceeded to make fun of him a lot.
Oh,
like probably like the equivalent of like how well I know him now. I started that off about a month into school at the back to school dance. I kept making fun
of
him
and Olivia Keevy were just dogging
for how much you sweat.
The English history dynamic, that was the nightmare of freshman year.
When I met Miss O'Keefe, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fail this class and drop out.
Yeah, research paper. I did mine on like Mexico or something. I don't even remember.
I remember the assignment was to try to solve a world problem or propose a solution to one. And, you know, I chose Syria because a high school freshman is going to solve Syria.
The first color wars we ever had, I remember walking into the locker pot and John Robinson tearing his shirt in half and there was just handprints on his nipples and it was wonderful.
All of the people in my Thompson Park group like dropped out, so it's, I had like all of them were my friends at first, and then they all dropped out. So I was like,
I think
Where
we
am I
found the
going
reason
here?
why.
Literally everybody from my town like dropped out, and I was like, oh, okay.
Me and Kelly were in TV together, and we had Alyssa Vanderhoof, one of our lovely dropouts, and everyone had to do like their own show. And Alyssa Vanderhoof did like something about shoes, and she called it shoe news. It was like shoe. She spelled shoe wrong.
Freshman year. Oh, freshman year. That was okay. That was the time that I got my friend Olivia over there and Jane into Drake. I introduced this school to rap music. The entire school. Maybe
no
not
one had
true,
any idea
but
what it was
all
until she
three,
came
all
along.
three of my friends.
The first personal speech when I said I hope one day I can touch little girls like my coaches have touched me. And Dan and Bo were in the front and they just started cracking up and I was like, and Mr. Bengal was like, oh, Jess is gonna go to jail.
Mike McGovern threw me into a trash can after I disrupted the photo project, I guess, for their like Spirit Week thing. I don't really remember what it was, but I remember being like chased down the senior hallway, or like the freshman hallway, and the only thing I could like remember was like just get to the office so like Clara could see me being like chased by the camera. So like he got me like right before the office, and then just dragged me to the trash can. And thankfully it was not face down.
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack, and you may find yourself in another part of the world, and you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile, and you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife, and you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Letting the days go by. Let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by. Water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone. Once in a lifetime. Water flowing underground. You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house? You may ask yourself.
That's funny. I don't remember any of that. Let's be honest, no one really remembers sophomore year either.
I didn't really become a person until sophomore year.
I don't. We like to pretend that sophomore year didn't happen.
I think we were like the misunderstood middle children that year. We just sort of did whatever.
I really don't remember what classes I had. What was sophomore year?
Clark?
Oh,
Yeah, we
that
met.
was
Yeah,
oh,
no,
we
met
met
sophomore
sophomore
year.
year.
Oh,
In
that's
detention.
right.
In detention.
Yeah, Ange.
Sophomore year.
Yeah.
Remember when we confronted Ange in the bathroom?
Yeah,
and you were
Ange
like,
was
hey,
in
do you have
the
any friends yet?
It was literally like my first day.
We were like, oh, do you have any friends? She was like, no.
The thing about sophomore year is, like, I know everyone's like, I really don't remember sophomore year. Like, I genuinely don't. Like, I can't tell you
No, I
anything about sophomore year except for, like, maybe physics.
Physics wasn't that bad.
I remember being confused in physics a lot.
Oh,
There was a formula for physics where one day everything would make sense and then the next day nothing would make sense.
Oh, any Godkin story from physics is a good story.
Godkin stories were amazing. I especially liked the gang story.
I remember the debates. I think it was like Matt Morton.
I did very bad in that
Who was
too.
in my class?
Yeah, same.
Matt Morton was in like one corner and Sally Benecki was in the other corner, and it was really just two of them yelling at each other, like back and forth. Like for the whole entire debate. Like none of the other states talked. It was just the two of them. And Clark was like, well done, well done.
I remember Miss Lang's class. I loved that class. And I remember Socratic seminars.
Yeah, I love
Those were the best. What did we read? Othello.
We read Othello.
Loved Othello. And
Read
then
The
watched
Crucible.
O. And Josh Hartnett was in it. Highlight of that year.
Well, so like the word read it out loud. The word maple was broken by the 2 different lines. So he pronounced it as maple, and for whatever reason, I've never found something funnier.
He was dying, and he sat right next to me.
I
was
that
so
class.
confused.
Every day I would walk into class and it was like a scavenger hunt where to find my materials, because Victor and James would hide my book bag and my lotion and my pencil case
And then
my
you
lip
stole my
gloss.
mom's Kindle.
being sent to timeout.
Ariana gets sent to timeout. I accidentally,
Ariana had behavioral problems.
in order to like get back at James for hiding my stuff every day, I took his Kindle. But little did I know his mom had book club that day.
In terms of work, that was a rough year in math.
Every year's a rough year.
Every year's a rough year in math for me.
My math buddy.
True, we've
Oh,
been math
Lane's
buddies for 4
class.
years.
What I was gonna say about VC was that year I sat with Kelly Hooper, and that was the year she made her infamous moose drawing, which is my favorite painting drawing thing that has ever existed.
Forgot about it.
Twitter was booming. Oh,
business
at
was
the
booming.
newsfeed.
And email hackers.
Explain at the newsfeed.
Well, how it started as like satire and like the whole claim that we were quirky, but in life things have a way of like, if you call something quirky enough, our school became the epitome of the things we were satirizing. Because at first it was like, oh my God, we're so quirky.
Justin had worn a beanie all day, and instead of, he didn't say anything, but at lunch, he's just sitting there in the group, and he just takes off his beanie, and he has a bleach blonde hair. We started screaming.
Sophomore year lip sync.
Oh, that was cool.
That was.
You mean the best
that was
one?
iconic.
Yes. The best one. That was so sad. We still should have won.
Our lip sync was good. We should have won. That was the most proud I've ever been of anything that I was a part of.
We peaked.
We peaked in sophomore year.
Yeah.
We should have just not in junior and senior year.
Peaked. That peaked.
that was the peak.
I'm telling you,
That was-
second half of sophomore year peaked.
That was our peak.
That was
That's
we
when the
all
fan, that's
peaked
when the fan
sophomore
club
year.
started.
We
Oh,
peaked.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Victor had
the
a
fan
fan
club.
club.
Oh my god, that was my favorite thing that we've done as a grade. That is my favorite thing that we've done.
I love all the class of 2016.
I love the class of 2016. I love the class of 2016.
I love the class of 2016.
That was pretty bad.
Sophomore to junior year was bad.
Let's not talk about junior year.
Junior year? What happened?
Mike and I were so bad at Java. We were so bad.
I think we both liked English.
I liked English a
That was
lot last
fun.
year. It was
Yeah.
a good time. I
loved Catcher in the Rye.
I loved Catcher in the Rye.
That was awesome. And I loved making the book covers. That was like just a fun project.
Yeah.
Olivia was Hamlet, and the line was like Sexton's something. I don't know. It was something like normal, like Shakespeare, whatever. Sexton's, I forget, but she said Sexton's apple, and just like kept reading.
Mr. Sherman was like, oh my god, like, do you have the third folio? And she was like, no, I'm just hungry. Junior year was also the year when I first met Mr. Allen.
Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen's my favorite.
I was the original Print Pro girl, and it was like me,
The only one.
Rachel, Angelica, Carly. It was great.
Mr. Allen should be
That's when I
president.
first realized how great of a guy he is. I love him.
Best
so much.
teacher.
I got here and I was like completely confused about everything, honestly. It's like does not seem like a school at all when you come here compared to my other school, but I don't know who told me this, but someone told me that there was a sushi bar here, like at lunch, and I was like really excited. Like that's one of the main reasons I applied here, because I thought there was a sushi bar, so I was so excited. And I got here and I didn't want to ask anyone because there wasn't a sushi bar, and like I swear it was Jess. Jess definitely told me, like she was trying to like show off. I was like, there was no sushi bar. I was really let down.
Junior year, Miss Geeson told me that if North Korea landed in the back of the school, she'd trust me to defend everyone. And I don't know if I should have taken that as a compliment or not, but I did.
I'm actually really grateful we had Klein because I feel like he's a CHS experience that you almost needed to have.
Mr. Klein hardcore used to hit on me. Like when I wore like the short shorts for the basketball, like I walked into class, he like walks in, like looks me up and down and goes like, "Hey, what are you doing Saturday night?"
The only thing I can think just liked when he would like move his stuff around and he'd like throw his textbook into the garbage like all the time. Is that right?
Klein kept on throwing his watch into the garbage and making James get it from the garbage.
Oh, I had like this big thing of like cantaloupe.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "You have to share." I was like, "No."
It's hard because obviously so many of us we're all like good students, we're all like dedicated, but seeing people just like struggle with actually getting work done and worrying about college and stuff, that's one of the great things about this grade is that like while we were all doing that, we could all support each other still. And when people were freaking out about like SAT scores and classes and stuff, like we were all like there to kind of just like laugh it off. And I feel like if this school's taught me anything, it's like laugh it off.
Yeah, but I feel like this year really made it all worth it, right, guys? No. For the past 4 years, CHS has been here for us when we needed it. I'm glad to be able to call myself a CHS student, and I think all of you guys should be too. You know what? We've got a few minutes left, but I'm glad I can say I got to spend my last few minutes with you guys.
Senior year's been pretty great so far.
Yeah,
senior year's been pretty chill.
Not terrible.
Well, we took a senior couch as soon as the year started, so that was pretty good.
We claimed that on the first day of school.
How was the college application process for you guys?
No, we don't talk about that.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm different from most people where I applied to like a college.
Are we still talking about junior year?
Yeah.
The college application process.
That was a great time.
That really, really, really turned my hair gray.
The highlight for me senior year was the All-American High School Film Festival competition that we went on. It was a couple of us from the DV Club, there were 11 of us on the team, and 10 of us went up into the city for 4 days to film we had about 3 months to pre-pro and then 4 days to shoot and edit a whole film.
Stats was an adventure.
Yeah, stats was really interesting. At the beginning, none of us really wanted to be there, but then like towards the end, like
Sorry,
we
Miss
all
Judge.
yeah, but we all grew to love it at the end because like
My favorite memory so far has been the first week of senior year when Caroline laid across the middle of the senior hallway, and whenever a freshman stepped over her, she grabbed their ankles to scare them.
General freshman abuse has been a big thing. And the spring show this year.
Spring show this year was a lot of fun. It just ended. I'm really tired.
Yeah. We both like slept this Saturday.
Yeah, but we got to direct and produce, which was a good time.
A lot of people figured themselves out senior year. Yeah, like a lot of people found themselves, and that was really cool to watch. Because like I had all my epiphanies, which is fine, but like seeing other people like decide where they're gonna go or where they're not gonna go, it's really cool.
That's
People
right,
are gonna
yeah.
do such great things.
Yeah, junior year was sort of like not real yet, and then by the time we got to senior year, everything sort of solidified.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see where people ended up.
It almost seemed like we never would have gotten to this point. Like this always felt so far away.
Yeah.
Especially like.
But now that we're signed to our school and we know where we're going, sort of like.
Yeah.
We like this literally took 4 years.
Yeah.
It took
so
4 years
and
to get to
it
this point.
really was like a four-year
It was
process.
like 4 years, yeah.
Yeah, considering we did like all our resumes, all our like pre-interviews and media writing.
But I mean, I'm glad we did it
Yeah, because
when we did instead of doing it all at once.
Absolutely.
I think that the two people sitting next to me are probably some of the greatest friends I've ever made.
If I had the chance to go back and do it all over again, even if I changed a lot of things, one of the things I wouldn't change would have been my decision to come to CHS. It's honestly
easily one of the best decisions I've made.
Definitely.
Best decision I ever made in terms of like education and moving forward.
I've met some of the best people I've ever met in my entire life, and I don't think that's gonna change.
Yeah, we've had some of like the funniest memories here. Just
Yeah,
like
our
things
grade
that
is
I feel like wouldn't
hysterical.
happen anywhere else.
I love our grade.
I mean, I love you guys a lot, and I like the class a lot too. But
Most of the grade is pretty awesome.
yeah, we have a really awesome grade. Even though we're all in like our own groups and circles and stuff, I think we all get along well.
I remember watching my sister's senior video, and someone said something that like I remembered, and it was that like I'm not gonna miss these people because like I know I'm gonna see them again, but you're gonna miss like waving to that really nice person in the hallway or that person you always high five. That's not a thing people do, but let's pretend. God.
Or like your friends from like a specific class you don't really like always hang out with after school,
Yeah.
but it's like you enjoy
just
seeing
love
them every
them.
day. Like
And they're just like really cool people.
that'll be sad.
CHS, it's been a wild ride.
I can't believe it's over. Like it's weird
that like high school is over.
Yeah, it went by so fast.
It really did. I hate to sound cliche, but like time really flew by.
I guess I'll miss it a little.
We never won one lip sync, and I just like, I think that's hilarious.
I challenged, I don't know if any other person at communications will ever watch this except for the seniors now. I challenge any other grade to win more than 6 Spirit Weeks, and if you do, I'll give you a firm handshake.
Senior year is probably the only year of school that I would do again if I had the chance. It was just a fun ride from the beginning to the end.
I think CHS made me really open-minded, which I think is a great thing because I don't know if that would have been the case at any other school, but yeah, you just experience a lot here and lots of different types of people, and everyone expresses their opinions on everything, and I think it makes me a more open-minded person, which I like.
It's been real. It's been weird. It's been all over the place, but not a bad time.
I found a really great community. I found a lot of great friends and a lot of great people that'll be my professional network when I leave communications.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you later. See you on the flip.
This has been really great experience.
Yeah.
I'm excited to leave. I'm also gonna miss it.
I won't miss the ukuleles.
Oh,
my
no.
God,
Yeah,
very
back in-
true.
Or the freshmen, or the gross carpets. I won't miss the gross carpets.
I had a great time, a lot of great memories, experiences, made a lot of new friends, and I'm set myself up for a happy life and career.
How do we top that? How do we top that?
Well put, sir.
I'm crying.
To quote myself in the CHS 2016 yearbook, a life of churning is hard, but hey, it gets better. I'm Mom, hi Dad. Love you.
Hey CHS, sorry for the interruption. Turns out there is no meteor. Stop by the DJ table at lunch. I'll be taking requests. Have a great day.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.